Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my review of the Pypes electric exhaust cutout kit that will work for all 1979 to 2014 Mustangs. The Pypes electric exhaust cutout kit is going to be for the Mustang owners out there that would love to be able to change their exhaust note on the fly and go from a normal sound to a much louder one in a few seconds. This kit gives you the ability to hit a switch and create a wide open exhaust and then switch back whenever you want to. Alright, so this is really the only kit of its kind that's available on the site right now, and it's coming in at a price point between $400 and $500, being a little bit closer to the $500 mark. And the kit has a few different components to it, including the Y pipes here. Unlike some other kits that are out there like this, the Y pipes do come with the whole kit here. The Y pipes are 2.5 inch, and they're designed to work with a 2.5 inch diameter mid pipe. They also come with a 3-inch flange to make the install easier. Then you have the two cutouts that have CNC machined billet aluminum housings. The housings are made to have a precise fit with the Y pipe to avoid any leaks. And the housings also have a double butterfly seal that has an O-ring, so you don't have to worry about leaks there either. Another cool thing about the housings is that they have a built-in thermal protection device that will help protect your electronics. This is a little bit more reassurance as far as the product life goes, and this is even on top of the manufacturer's limited lifetime warranty. So we've got the Y pipes and the cutouts, but we're also looking at a wiring harness for you to wire in your switch to the cabin so you can activate the cutoffs from the driver's seat as you please. Now the exterior connectors that control the cutouts are actually weather tight, which is another thing to consider when you're running electronics outside of the car like this. And the last thing we have here are the gaskets that you'll need, and if we take a look at them here, they are extra thick, so those look good to me. Then there's also stainless steel mounting hardware, which is another sign that tells me that Pypes did consider all of the angles with this kit, being that it's subjected to the heat of the exhaust, as well as the open elements of the weather. So let's talk about the install and the position of these a little bit. The way they are right now, they're designed to go right in line after your mid-pipe, but in all honesty, you do have a little bit of room to play around with these and put them in other areas, like right after your headers or further down the exhaust. I've also seen some guys cut the Y pipe and just weld the housing section onto their mid-pipe. The only thing I will say here is that Pypes does have some strict guidelines if you want to keep the warranty, but they are all laid out on the install instructions, so if you're interested in keeping that warranty, just take note of that. And Pypes does make what they call an Exchange X pipe that's specifically designed to work with these cutouts, if that's something you might be interested in. No matter where you position the kit, the valve opening should always point towards the rear of the car and away from anything that can be melted. And when you're looking at your wiring harness routing, just be sure to keep the wiring away from the actual exhaust system and all moving parts like the steering shaft and brake pedal shaft. You'll also have to find a location to mount the switch, which will be connected to the female weather pack connector in the wiring harness. Just add 12 volts and decide which position you want open to be. After that, it's just a matter of simple wiring and grounding. You can surely extend wires here if you need to, or if you want to go directly to the negative battery terminal, but just make sure that everything's properly powered. Now there is some care involved with the cutouts if you want to make sure that they have a nice long life. Pypes suggest regularly removing and cleaning them in a mild solvent, as well as giving them some WD-40 just to keep everything moving and not binding up. You should also keep an eye on the wiring just to make sure it stays looking healthy and doesn't have any rubs or loose sections. And lastly guys, it kind of goes without saying here, but these may not be exactly street legal in all areas, especially areas with strict emissions, so just be mindful of that. So to summarize everything that I just said about the install, it's not a difficult one, but it does require some expertise. It's not a bad idea to take this to a shop for the install, especially if you're considering modifying these in some way. If you do take this on yourself, you're probably looking at a few hours to get it all done, and I'll call this one a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the scale, just because you will need a little bit of both mechanical and wiring knowledge for this one here. Okay, so wrapping things up here, the Pypes electric exhaust cutout kit is great for anyone that liked their Mustang to be tame when they need it to be, and loud when the man isn't watching or listening. The cutouts work off of a switch that's wired into the cabin for driver control, and you can work it into your exhaust system in the mid-pipe area. You can check this kit out more online for yourself, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.